Namaste, dear students. In this session of Android programming course, we will learn about how to connect the SQL database with applications, programs, and the different SQLite statements and implementation code. At the end of this session, students will have knowledge about how to connect with the SQLite database, how to implement the SQLite methods in the programming code. At the very basic level, we will learn and understand how to create an SQLite database. With the help of open or create database method, we can create a new database or open the existing database. This method has multiple formats. An example is shown here in which we are creating a reference named my database of SQLite database type by calling the open or create database method with 3 arguments. The first argument is the name of the database, which we specify in the string format. The second argument is the mode, and third one is null. There are several functions available in database package that help us in creating the database in SQLite. The methods and descriptions are given here. The open database method with 2 different arguments, different parameters. Open or create database method with different parameters. Now the data manipulation in SQLite. The SQLite has a method called execute SQL, that is exec_SQL, which is used to process the data manipulation operations in SQLite. The syntax of this function is execute SQL brace string SQL, that is the SQL statement in the string object format, an array of objects of object class, that is binding arguments. An example is shown here. The following is an example SQLite statement to create a table named user. db1.execute SQL create table if not exist user with 2 columns, username of data type varchar and password column with data type varchar. When this statement executes, a table named user will be created in the database called db1. Following is an example SQLite statement to insert a new row in the user table. db1.execute SQL insert into user. User is the table name here. Values admin, that is user name is admin and password is also admin. When this SQLite statement executes, one row will be created, added to the table user in the db1 database. These are the functions available in the database package for manipulating the database. The get column count method, it returns the total number of columns in a table. And the second method, if we pass or specify the column name, the get column index method returns the index value of the specified column. And the third one is vice versa of the second, that is, if we pass the index number, the get column name method returns or gives the column name. And the fourth method, get column names, it gives all column names from a table. The next method, get count, it returns the total number of rows in the table. And get position, it returns the current position of the cursor. And the last method is closed, it checks whether a cursor is closed and return false otherwise. This is a code for creating the database and tables using the SQLite Open Helper class. Now we see how to insert data into SQLite database programmatically. Here we are creating a reference named DB by calling the method getWriteTableDatabase with the current object, that is this. The DB is a reference of SQLite database. Next line, we are creating the object called cValues of content values class, and with the help of the put method from the content values, we are inserting the records into the SQLite database, that is key name, key location, the value of location, key designation, the specified value for the designation, and new row ID is a variable of long data type. We are calling the insert method with the DB database and specifying the table name. The table name here is table underscore users, and the cValues, which is collections in this case, is being passed. When the insert method executes, it returns how many numbers of rows are added into the SQLite database. In this case, when the insert statement executes with the help of DB reference, the insert method returns a long value 1, the number 1. The 1 here indicates one row is successfully updated. The read, update and delete the data from the SQLite database. The program segments are shown here. With the help of getWriteTableDatabase method and this reference, we get the reference for the SQLite database. And with the help of DB update, db.query and db.delete, we can read, update and delete the data from any SQLite database. Now this is the DB handler Java program or class for handling the SQLite operations in programmatically, and this is the XML class with XML entries for connecting with the DB handler Java. Now let us have some multiple choice questions. Question number 1. Which class is used to inherit helper class? Option A, SQLite Open Helper class. Option B, SQLite Helper class. Option C, SQLite Database Helper class. Option D, SQLite Database class. And the correct answer is option C, that is SQLite Database Helper class. Second question, in Android, by default, SQLite database save data in option A, memory. Option B, external storage. Option C, internal storage. Option D, cloud. The correct answer is, in Android, SQLite database saves data in always in internal storage. Third question, in SQLite, where can we define tables, views, columns and triggers? And the options are option A, on upgrade. Option B, on init. Option C, on start. Option D, on create. And the correct answer is option D, on create. The fourth question is, what is the most common file type of media supported for audio playback in Android? And the options are MIDI, MP3, OGG and WAV. And the correct answer is option B, MP3 files. And these are the references for further study.